Today on Katz-Moses Woodworking, we're going to make this maple and cherry Moxon Vise for about $100. Here we go.
Well, I gave you all my love and I gave you all my trust and I gave you everything that you need.
So I'm long overdue for a Moxon Vise. The last one I made was out of pipe clamps and plywood glued together. Recently I saw a video that Dustin Penner did a while back, and he made this gorgeous maple and walnut Moxon Vise using bench-crafted hardware. And I looked it up and it was about $338 for the kit before tax and shipping. So I wanted to figure out if I could build a beautiful hardwood Moxon Vise with a workbench in it for under $100. So I figured out two solutions. One's about 120, one's about 80. The more expensive one uses these zinc hand wheels, 3/4 inch all thread, these nuts and washers, whereas the $85 one uses the same all thread washers and nuts, but has these threaded handles from McMaster-Carr. Our next step is going to be to glue up the workbench and cut the vise jaws to their final size. And then we're going to drill some holes and start putting everything together. So let me take you on this journey with me.
Let's take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby. So take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey. Come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway and ease up. Wow. Come on, and move along. Come on. Said babe. I said babe. Oh honey, come and move along. You gotta feel it. Yeah, you gotta move along. Gotta feel it.
Okay, so we've got everything cleaned up and shaped. We have grooves cut for our legs. These little tabs that you see on the inside jaw and the legs, that's for clamping down to the bench, or I'm going to drill a hole so if I want I can screw it down to the bench. Once we glue these in, that'll give us the exact height for our jaw faces. We'll trim those down so that way we can drill in the exact center of those so that it doesn't rack one way or the other when you're clamping. We're then going to go ahead and drill the holes for our hardware. The all thread will go through in a 3/4 inch hole. We'll then trace around our nuts, chisel it out. We're going to use the same sort of order of operations that we used in the ring box video, which is drill a small pilot hole, which will give us our locating hole. And then we'll go ahead and drill a series of, we'll use a series of Forstner bits to get the right size holes for each location. On our outer jaw, we're going to create a little bit of an oblong hole on the horizontal plane. And that's so that if we have an odd size piece, it'll taper as needed. We're going to head on over to the drill press after we glue this up. And it is really hot in here today. I am killing myself for this project. I wish we had air conditioner in the shop, but this being California, that's just not the case. So He-Man's already taken his shirt off. I'm going to be close behind, but we're going to head over to the drill press. So here we go. Okay, so really exciting. We're almost done. We just have to attach the back jaw to the table, which is all glued up and done. It's got its clamping locations there. And we need to put leather on the front face of the vise here. And then I just want to show you one thing. When the jaw was extended more than like 4 inches, I had a problem with a lot of flex. So I made these quick blocks here where I just drilled a 3/4 inch hole here. And so I just screwed those to the back. I threaded the rod through first, and then I put the nut in, which you saw. I decided to go with only 1 nut. And then when it was all the way threaded and closed, I slid these on and then screwed them into place. So let's get going on the rest of this and get it finished up. We'll do some sanding, and then at the end of the video, I'll give you a demo of how it all works.
I just met you, but you look, oh girl, you blow my mind. I know what I would like to do, but you just keep on talking. I see your dog needs walking. Your folk drive you insane. I know, yeah, that's true. Of course, you ain't the one to blame. Keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me, but I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. Sure, I like to listen. It's not like I don't wanna know. It's just that you've been talking to me 3 nights in a row. I think it's time to let go. Forget the past, just lose control. Cause life's too short for yapping. Come on and dance, come give me soul. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking. You keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking.
Woo! What a cool build, guys. This was so much fun to do. Wow, it's hard to do backwards. This was so much fun to do. I had just a blast building this, and to build a Moxon Vise for under $100, that's just incredible. The setup as is about $100 with the zinc plated hand wheels, the 3/4 inch all thread, 2 3/4 inch washers, and 2 3/4 inch nuts. I splurged a little bit and I bought these tapered washers. They were about, I don't know, 16 bucks a piece. And you can see the way they work here. The inner washer is tapered, so if you have an odd shaped piece in there and you clamp it, it allows the jaw to really clamp sideways. The vise itself is just incredible. It's cherry and maple, solid as a rock, and it really, everything works so smoothly. I didn't need to oil anything. These spin so easily. Let me give you a little tour and we'll kick the tires. We've got the 4.5 inch zinc plated hand wheels with the hand crank here. They have a set screw, and I drilled a little divot into the all thread so that they would stick real firmly. It wasn't really needed, but I thought just in case over time. I put these wings on here for clamping, but I also drilled some holes in them and put screws so that we didn't have to worry about it coming up if I wanted to screw it to my bench. These are $6 hand wheels here that you could use that would get that price under $100. Really, one of the things that makes everything so smooth is these blocks I made. I drilled 3/4 inch holes through them and screwed them to the back. And that sort of adds a little cantilever to the all thread, which keeps it from binding up when the jaws are wide open. Yeah, I mean, look at these things. They just crank so easy, and they're just so smooth. So thanks everybody for watching. It's just so much fun. Please comment. All your comments are read, appreciated. I respond to most everything, and your support just means the world to me. Check me out on Instagram. We've got a lot of great things coming up. I have a CNC being delivered Monday. We're going to start getting into that. We have some really cool builds on the horizon. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.